We are live, everybody. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hope you're all having a nice day. Good to see you all. All right, let's start things off with a game. Actually, let's do Puzzle Rush. We'll go here, survival, and we're actually on puzzle number 38. So this is good stuff. All right, here's where I'm at. I'm thinking I can do a discovery and throw in a check at the same time. Bishop f3 is a check coming from two ways. Whenever there's a check coming two ways, the king must move. So there's no way the rook can take mine. There's no way they can promote. They'll have to deal with this somehow. So if I go here, the only move that white can do is king c1. And then from that point, I think we play bishop to a3, forcing the king to come to b1, and then I take my rook and I slide it all the way up, and that will be a checkmate. I think it's pretty cut and clear that this is what to do. So we'll go here, there, and mate. Excellent. We got puzzle number 38 down in the books. Just want to double check that I'm live. Yeah, I am live. Just wanted to double check on that. All right. Now we are on puzzle number 39. So this move kind of screams to me to be played. It's a nice check, and it's the only check in this position that doesn't result in like hanging the queen. So if black comes over here or over, well, okay, never mind about this because of the pawn. But after this, black could go here, here, or here. Hey there, Emmy. Nice to meet you. If queen e4 check, let's just say he goes over here or over there. Hey, PNM. You love chess. Can you get a shout out? Shout out to Emmy. Emmy with the hearts. You are the best. Thank you. Always happy to give you a shout out. Hey, Dry Bones. I read all of the comments, so I love the interactiveness that the YouTube chat gives. All right, queen e4. 3 options that white can do from here. You can go there, you can go there, or go there. We need to think about all of them. If here, then maybe rook c2 check, forcing the king to the back rank, here, here, or here. But then what's the follow-up? So I don't see any other good moves. I think this is the only first move to consider. After this, maybe instead of dropping the rook, because this leaves too many options for me, here, here, maybe queen over here, check. But the king can just go back. But hold on a sec, if the king goes back, maybe I have this check. King will have to go here or here, and then I have queen over here check. And then the king will have to go here, but then I can move my queen over here, and that would be checkmate. Yeah, I think that's the answer. Hey, Fact Man. Yeah, I think tensions are heating up between India and Pakistan, from what I've heard. So this, I think we've ruled out that white shouldn't go over here. If white goes over here, then we definitely play queen c2. Queen c2, the king must go back. Then we play queen d1. Then the king has to come either here or here. And then we slide the queen across, throw in the check wherever the king is, either on this square or this square. They must come here. And then we would follow it up with the checkmate on g4. I hope everyone's able to get that. All right, so we covered king e2. There's actually only one other option. They can't actually go here because that's under the protection of the queen. So we ruled out this for white. The only other alternative for white is to come here, g3. If king to g3, I think it would make sense for me to play rook g1 check. Rook g1 check, and then the king would have to come either here or over here. If this, hold on, if here, king here, check, take care, dry bones. If the king goes here, then I scoot in my queen. And this has to be good for me. Hey, R&B. Okay, so we definitely start off with here. And this is what we have. Okay, so we don't have... This would have been a fun line to go here, back, check, there, and mate. That would have been a cool line. That's like a bunch of moves. Awesome, R&B, you joined the queue. But here we have something different. I think rook g1 is the only reasonable move. There are no other checks in this position that make sense. The other ones are just giving up the queen. So let's do it. The king goes over here now. Okay, what to do next? I think it would make sense for us to play rook over here. The king has to go up, and then queen in, or something like this. But we definitely start this way. If here the bishop can come in and block, what to do after that, though, that's where things get kind of tricky for me. If here the bishop blocks, I can't sacrifice because the king can always escape. This one's tough. This one is tough. What to do here? Queen f3 is like obviously the most logical move. Nothing else fits the bill. We're going to play it. Okay, now what? I think I found it. We play rook h4 check. The bishop cannot take it because it's pinned. So the king must take it, and then we follow it up with queen g4 checkmate. So go here, and then there. Okay, we solved it. That was 39. We're on puzzle 40, but before we continue, we're going to go ahead and play RNB, who is the same thing as a chess player 1, 2, 3. So that's Yummy Time Apple 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get a game. We're going to have to do next a few times because I don't think our queue fully closed out. Yummy Time Apple 1, 2, 3. And then we have, okay, we're skipping X on boom. Next up is, we're clearing our queue from last night. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and send you a challenge. Yummy Time. All right, here we go. Hey, Eamon. Belmadi, what's up? Here we go. Good luck. It is game time. Scandinavian. Okay, gambiting this pawn. I don't know what this is. This is the Blackburn Klusterboer gambit. I'm doing really well. How are you? Nice to meet you. Although, I don't know if this is your first time here or if you were here before. Your name rings a bell. That's good to hear. You're fine. I want to take, but I shouldn't. Let's go here. All right, we have a little pin going on. Just a little pin. What to do? Solid move. Let's protect it with our knight so we don't have to compromise our pawn structure. Now I think knight over here makes sense to hit the queen. If bishop takes, okay, that doesn't happen. But I was going to say if bishop takes, we could take here with a check. Let's see what to do. Let's kick the bishop away. Oh, you're the guy with the math puzzles. I remember you now. Yes, I do remember. I knew your name rang the bell. Okay, let's take it. I don't believe in this sacrifice nonsense. Let's just take the knight. What to do next? I guess this. Black has to be careful here. They could have tried for this, actually. That might have been a way to win. But here, don't we just take the pawn? Genitals and I. Oh my god. Jazz Ragu. You made me say that out loud. Not nice. You got me. That was a good one. You got me good. Alright, let's go here. Hey, Frost Elder Place. Welcome. Alright, what is going on here? My queen is hit, but I think I could safely take this knight. Let's go here. I think that's pretty good for us. Too funny, Jazz Ragu. Too funny. Alright, let's take this way. And now we're up a piece. This should be a smooth conversion for us. Let's take with the check. I do need to be a little bit mindful of this stuff going on, but I think I should be alright. Let's go over here. I think we're chilling. Bishop c5. And I can always move my king. If this, we move. How many titles do I have? I don't have any official titles. If you're asking how many tournaments I've won, quite a few. All the trophies behind me. Let's start with this. Okay, that protects it. I kind of want to sacrifice the pawn here. Get some more activity. That'd be kind of neat. Because I could put a rook on e1. The trophies behind me, I think maybe 14 or 15. Something like this. We're going to go here. This pawn sacrifice is really good. It helps with my activity. Because I'm threatening to play rook e6. If check here or check there, I'll just move my king. I'm not too worried. This doesn't work because of that. Okay, we move. And then, like, okay, you can throw... You don't really have many other checks to throw at me. I am totally fine. Threatening to capture. King takes check. And this is looking pretty good for us. Pretty solid. I don't see anything that black can do to really hurt us. Alright. Interesting attempt. I think this wins. Now we're pinning. Pin to win, as they say. I work as a chess trainer. Yeah, I do coaching on the side. If you wanna look into it, feel free to go to my website, coursquares.com. I do private training. Alright, this is a check, but I simply move out of the way. I think to over here makes the most sense. No other checks. Alright, let's go with taking the rook. Hey, Tom. Good to see you again. Hope your new job is going good. Oh, my time is running a little bit, though. But now we can take here. The queen can't take the rook because it's pinned. Now the king has to drive away, and then we take, and then give checkmate. That was beautiful. Job is awesome. Really glad to hear it. Glad to hear you still have some element of a time management. Thanks, Frankie. Thank you, Eamon. Thank you. Tom, you're up next. Tom, I believe you are not a pawn burglar. Let's grab a game. Thank you, R&B. That was a fun game as always. You know how to spice things up and make things interesting. Here we go. Challenge sent. Mr. Coffee Beats in with the challenge. Totally. just do exclamation mark join, and I'm pretty sure you're up next if you do it before anyone else does. So just do exclamation mark join and sub to my channel, and then let me know what your chess.com username is. Awesome. You just want to drop your username below, I would appreciate it. This way we can get our next game quickly. All right, let's go here with the knight. Maybe go to f5. Looking pretty good for us. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Coffee Beats. Love your username, by the way. All right, they're expanding on the queen side to shut out my knight, but at the same time, this is making their king wide open. I guess we'll go this way with the queen to put a little bit pressure on that pawn. Maybe open things up with pawn to c4. Whoa, okay. This is getting spicy. I'm going to castle. Let's go. We're in for a fight right now. We are in for a fight. What is white going to do? Not an easy position. They could take pawn takes, but I'm not too thrilled. Not too convinced. I kind of want to open things up here. They are threatening to push the pawn again, though. Not a whole lot of a threat, but it will make my queen a bit more passive. I'm just going to shut it down by playing pawn to a5 myself. No advance. Shut it down. Now, what will white do? They've very much expanded nicely on the king side here. It's the king side safety they have to worry about. What's their long-term plans? Are they going to castle? No way. If anything, I think they're going to castle queen side. But even that's risky because they've opened up this pawn. I mean, you could say the same for me too, but I feel like my pieces are more defensively positioned. Okay, sacrificing the pawn. I don't want to take with the pawn because that could allow a pawn push, but after here, what's the story? This, and then maybe here, and then that, and that traps the queen. So maybe, in fact, I do take with the pawn. Pawn pushes, I could just sidestep. Let's try that. If I took with the queen, my queen might have been trapped. Let's go over here. We're going to enjoy the extra pawn. Let's move our king up. Maybe this down the line. Not yet. But I think this is a pawn. Let's take. This falls at the end. But okay. The game continues. We go here, hit the knight. And let's bring in our knight over here. Now we're hitting this pawn. And we're hitting the bishop. Solid for us. Real solid. If the bishop goes here, I cannot take for a fork because he could take here and hit the rook. All right, that move. And now I can get away with this because I'm threatening the fork. Okay, here I just attack. The knight. Still threatening the fork. Let's do it. Let's do the fork now. Pick up that rook. Now I'm on the bishop. I'm on the knight. They can't really stop both. If they go here, rook here, I'm still on the... Okay. We take. We take. And the knight is trapped. But it's fine. I can live with the trapped piece. I am better, objectively. Let's go over here to put some pressure on that passed pawn. If he pushes, I'll go up. All right, let's add... Let's push our pawns here. We got 4 pawns to 1. Let's push again. Check. Passed pawns are meant to be pushed. We got to push them. What to do now? I guess we push. Let's go here. Let's go here. Come on. I'm in check. I just move. No issue there. I am A-okay. I'm forked. I'm forked. We go back. All right, let's go this way. Put an end to shenanigans here and pick up this pawn. Give me that. Oh, you're trading at this stage? No good. No good for my opponent. Let's push, 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 push. I am blundering, but I am solid here. I have way too many pawns for white to handle. We're just going to push all of them slowly but surely. Something is going to give. Let's go here, here. There's too many pawns. Too many pawns. Let's go here. How are you stopping the queen? You're not, and you get checkmated. You came back because you forgot you changed names? Oh, well, now you know. I'm core squares now. Hey, Fahad. Good game, Tom. That was a lot of fun. Went down to the wire there. All right. Next up, we have Mr. Coffee Beats, I'm pretty sure. All right, Mr. Coffee Beats. Let's play. From the great country of UK. Oh, yeah. Castling queenside was nice for me. Just got completely out of danger. Good luck, Mr. Coffee Beats. Can we play rapid? No, we can't play rapid. 3 minutes. If you want to do longer time control sparring, I'm open to doing that off stream, but you need to contact me on my website, foursquares.com. I do coaching as well. We'll go here. Bring out the bishop maybe. Things are looking good for us. All right, let's swing a bishop over here. Threatening to push. Actually, it wouldn't do anything because this pawn is actually pinned. Let's back up the bishop. Okay. No more pin. They get out of that, but at the cost of damaging their kingside pawns if they ever want to castle. That'll be a big target. Let's castle this way. That makes a ton of sense for us. I think developing the bishop here makes so much sense. All right, we kick out that bishop, and then I think we're going to go here next. And then our rooks will be connected, and everything will be good for us. Whoa, what is this? Obviously, I'm not going to take with the pawn, because that'll allow the bishop. But I could take with the knight. I could even allow this and just take back. 2 pieces are better. But I think I'm just going to take with the knight. Keep things simple. I'm still on the bishop here. I still want to bring out my bishop. Let's do it. Bring it out. Play rook e1 next. Okay, this is a free pawn. And it's a fork. King moves, I pick up the bishop over here. Queen can't take, it's covered. King has to move over here. Boom. Thank you for the bishop. And now I'm on the rook over here. Okay, let's take the bishop. It's protected by the knight. And I'm on the rook still. We are just collecting pieces. Let's take the pawn. Rook e1 next is the goal. We are just demolishing him. I feel kind of bad, but not really, because it's a good way to improve. Okay, that's a queen. He was hoping I would take with the queen, but the knight could also take. I bet he didn't see that. And now I'm on the rook. Let's take. And where is he going next? This could turn real ugly real fast. Check. If here, this is good for us because we have this. Okay, it doesn't go there. Check. Pawn here, I take the pawn here, and it's backed up by the bishop and that. This here is just a mate. That was a nasty attack. Not a whole lot could have been done there. Yeah, I mean, I probably didn't play the most accurate moves, Fahad, but I was totally winning. So anything kind of wins at that point. Fahad, you're up. Here we go. Good luck. We'll go this way. Caro-Kann, 2 knights attack. Love to see it. I'm a big advocate of the 2 knights attack. We challenge the knight. We take this way. Oh, cool. How did you feel during that match, Mr. Coffee Beats? Castle, and then maybe play like rook e8 check. Sure, R&B. Anything you want. We'll go here, developing our pieces. That's the fundamentals. Those are the core fundamentals. Get your pieces out. Let's go here. Challenging the bishop, challenging the knight. All right, it's time to swing a rook over here. If he takes, I can push and trap in this bishop. So I don't think he'll take there. Ooh, the bishop is close to being trapped. Oh, sorry to hear about your fever. Felt good, it was quite fast. Sorry, your point's higher. I was like, nah. That's funny. But hey, at least I think you learned something from it. Okay, take with the pawn or take with the bishop? I think taking with the pawn makes a little bit more sense. Taking with the bishop could lead to things like that. I want to keep things closed because at the end of the day, this bishop's trapped, and all I need to do is make a simple like queen move here, and then it's toast. All right, hitting the bishop, hitting the pawn. We protect both by coming here. We're hitting the queen, and then I don't think there's much stopping there. Hey, Exxon Boom. Welcome. Good to see you again. Yeah, 3 minutes are a fast-paced game. It's tough to play a 3-minute game if you're not used to it. Let's go over here and pick up the bishop. That pawn over here was not free. No such thing as free cheese. Okay, this is nice because it protects the bishop, but after this, what are you doing? If this, I take it. And then I'm on the queen. All right, we take up a bishop or a pawn. Actually, up a bishop for 2 pawns, but still, I'll take this any day. Okay. And we do have the bishop pair. That's a nice plus. I think we go here. Sidestep away from the pin, because I would love to push. This doesn't work quite yet, but maybe swing my queen back and then go here. And just enjoy. Whoa, that's a free pawn. Am I missing anything? Rook here adds some more firepower to this, but I'm not too concerned because I could always swing back over here. This move I'm a little bit concerned about, but I can just swing my queen back. Okay, let's actually go over here to keep protection of that pawn. Accidentally played it. It happens. Now I do want to push just to close off the pawn chain. It does allow some more mobility with this battery, but there's no way for white to do anything about it. We'll just keep things Quiet and shut. Alright, that's an interesting move. Let's push up the rook. And we play... Maybe this makes sense. Yeah, let's hit the queen this way. If they push, I just take it. Yeah, I hear you. Especially if you're not used to it. Let's take. I should have took this way, but okay, I'll take now. My opponent is running out of time. I could be sneaky. Let's be sneaky. Let's go here, here, and then mate. That would be kind of funny if they fall for... Oh my god! I fell for a back rank. That's what happens when I go for tricks. As soon as I let go, I saw that. That was a beautiful move. Good job, Fahad. Good eye. In time pressure, you were alert. Exxon, boom. You're up. Dang. You got back rank mated. And I had plenty of time, too. Plenty of time. Alright. Next up, we have I'm a break mateable. We'll go here. Castle. That was a brutal checkmate, Fahad. Was not prepared for that mentally. That's a pawn. We're up a pawn now. Okay, that is a piece. We'll go here. And this. And I think we're solid. We're actually equal here on pieces, but I love my bishops. Knight d2, knight c4, all good options. I'm going to close off my queue just because I will be wrapping up things. Now we develop the knight. And I don't think anyone is next, so I think Exxon Boom, you're the last player of the day. We'll go here. And what to do next? Maybe this makes sense? Offer a trade. Because I would love to double up rooks. I guess I could have done that anyway. Let's go here and put the bishop back. And maybe double up like this. Go here. And there. No one's in the list next. That looks like... Oh! A blunder. But I'm actually... Yeah, that's just a blunder. No, it's not. I get this back. I was a little worried about this, but takes, rook takes, and then I would add a fork. Or takes, king takes, and then the fork. But here, I have that. So I have two pieces for the rook, which is not bad. And one of the rooks are already on that 7th rank. Definitely don't want to do a trade. Not what I want to do. I don't think that... Yeah, they could force a trade. That move just allows this. That gets me back into the action. Knight's guarding this pawn. If here, then there's that. Okay, we'll go here. They're putting their knight offside a little bit. What to do? Maybe push it one square. Alright, let's move our knight. Check. Where is he going? Check. Could I do a repetition? Yeah, I guess I could, but it's not really in the spirit of what I want to do. How do I win? I don't really see a win here. Check. Is that it? We just get a draw? I don't think... Yeah, I don't think they want to draw here. Let's throw in this check. Let's pick up a pawn and threaten that. And we would get the rook. Boom. Let's do it. Let's go here and pick that up. Boom. Check. Well, not check. They could have took the bishop. But let's... Oh, I'm in check. But we protect. And now the bishop's not hanging. We'll take here. Interesting. Check. And let's push. Takes, we take here. I think we're going to give up our bishop and rook because we have a winning endgame. This, we pick up the pawn. And then this pawn here is passed. Go here. We're just shutting down everything. It's going to be an easy win. Easy win. I can win this in my sleep. We'll bring the king a little bit more active. Just go here, here, and now we can escort this pawn all the way down. There is a red carpet for that pawn. There will be no stalemates. This would make sense. This would be a stalemate if I get a queen, but let's give a check first. There will be no stalemates on my watch. Nope, no stalemate. Nice try. Now check, and now the king can come here. No stalemates. Checkmate. There we go. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day. Bye. How do I know if it'll be a stalemate or not? All I need to do is ask myself if black can move after what I do, what I want to do. If the answer is no, they have no more moves. For example, if I had, instead of moving my knight, if I had brought a queen over here, the game... Oh, wait, this is... The king can go over there. But there's always, like, you have to ask yourself, can my opponent make a move after I move? If the answer is no, then it would be stalemate and do something else so that they can move. That's the easiest way to avoid a stalemate. It's hard if you're in time pressure, but you could do it. Just think, what legal moves does my opponent have? If the answer is none, then don't do it unless if it's a checkmate. But yeah, that's my advice. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. See you next time. Bye, everybody.